What's up guys, good morning. I'm outside my barbershop now. I'm gonna get a fresh fade. It's 9:33, I'm 3 minutes late. I'm never late, but I just got caught up drinking my vitamins and my pre-workout and all that in the morning. So let's go get a fresh fade. This is the before. Shush, we're out guys. I got a fresh fade. Como diría mi papá, que te cortaste, you know, because kids these days, I'm a kid, we only cut a little bit. I got a fade early because I like to go to the gym early, and obviously I'm not gonna go to the gym if I don't have a fresh fade, you know. Nah, just kidding. My barber had early opening, so I took advantage of it. It's 10:15 now. I'm on my way to the gym now. Gonna hit a quick chest workout. Right now my split has been I work out, gym in the morning, and then I run in the afternoon / nighttime. So what I love to do is I like to go on the run before I go to sleep. I kind of going to sleep like on a flat tummy, or just like after you exercised a lot is the best feeling. You wake up feeling 10 times better in the morning. That's the move that I've been doing recently. Blanca and I will hit out at least a 3-mile run, very slow. We're not racing anyone, we're not trying to, you know, hurt ourselves. So this is what I always advocate to people. Try to go as much as you can, but just as slow as you can. Really emphasize this. Like even the pros do this. The other day I was watching on TikTok this guy, he's ran like 100 marathons. He's like a marathon runner. He grabs a tennis ball and while he's running or jogging, he bounces it to try to make himself go slower. Even the pros try to go as slow as possible sometimes. That's what I would recommend to you guys, is just if you're scared to start running, you're scared to, you know, start, just walk / run. And then once you've been walking / jogging for the first week, I'm gonna run for 30 minutes. I'm not gonna walk once. Even if you go super duper slow, okay, then that's when you can start being like, okay, I'm gonna run for 40 minutes, an hour, and I'm not gonna stop to walk, you know, or whatever. Learn from me, don't get hurt. And right now I look so funny running through the neighborhood because I'll be running like slower than what I could speed walk, and it sounds dumb and it looks really dumb, but sometimes you got to do this to recover.
My thoughts make me tired, just running through my mind.
Got the sweater, we got the headphones, we got the pre-workout. Let's go. Please leave tips down how to make friends at the gym. This is a new gym for me, and it's in a different town, well, the town we moved to, and it's just a bunch of like older folk. I can't make, like, how do you start a conversation? I have friends that are great at meeting new people, but like I'm just like, do I have like a resting bee face, or I don't know. I feel like they do, so they seem unapproachable. But sometimes like we'll be like using the same machine, or I'm gonna go, and then they're like super nice, so it's like I don't think they're mean. But tips to make new friends, guys. I'm so nervous.
Instead of always being on the grind, I need a new purpose. I'm looking for so much more. Don't leave me here searching. You're just what I'm longing for. When times are getting
Jeez Louise, guys, that was a really good workout. I'm freaking dead. I went to hit chest, but for some reason I also hit kind of shoulders, and I can't even lift the camera up right now. But I think I'm gonna have to change my routine, because right now I'm lifting in the morning, running at night, Monday to Friday, and then weekends I don't lift, but I do long runs. So like trying to go like 4 miles up on the weekends. But I think 5 days in a row lifting is just too much. Yeah, I think it's too much. Like 5 days in a row of lifting heavy weight, isn't that kind of bad? I see this guy on YouTube, he does 3 days 1 day off, 3 days 1 day off. I think I'm gonna start doing that. So I don't think I'm gonna lift tomorrow. I just don't want to risk like overdoing it. So I think I'm gonna rest Friday, which is tomorrow, and then probably hit it again Saturday, take Sunday off, and then, you know, I think I'm gonna go to that split 3-1. Good workout though, regardless. I'm on my way home to drink my protein, eat my protein, and just protein, okay guys? But before we continue on with the video, huge thank you to Audible for sponsoring today's video. But what is Audible, you might be asking yourself?
Audible offers an incredible selection of audiobooks across every genre.
From new releases to bestsellers, and for us, our running motivation.
The newly included selection of titles makes Audible membership so much more valuable.
The Audible app makes it easy to listen anywhere and anytime, whether you're traveling, working out, and in our case, running.
As an Audible member, you can choose one title a month to keep in the entire catalog. That includes bestsellers and new releases as well.
And you guys know we always have the hookup. So to get 30 days free, visit audible.com/JJVlogs or
text JJVlogs to 500 to try Audible free for 30 days.
Alright guys, the title I'm listening to this month is Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins.
And the one that I'm listening to is the Non-Runners Marathon Guide for Women. Since we are training for half a marathon in October, I have to learn a lot of things.
With all that being said, we are so honored to be working with Audible. As many of you guys know, we've been using Audible for a long time now, so being able to actually work with them is a dream come true.
So thank you, Audible, and now let's get on with the video.
I'm back home. I thought no one was home, but my suegra just said that she was here. She was upstairs. Franco's asleep. But I guess Blanca and her little sister went to go do her nails, so look what we got here. Oh my god, my suegra makes the best chilaquiles, and even though I'm trying to keep my carb intake low, they're just unresistible, guys. Who's gonna say no to chilaquiles? So what I try to compromise. I put my protein shake next to it. I make some eggs. If I'm gonna eat carbs in the morning, then I try not to eat carbs in the afternoon. Let's keep it that way. Breakfast is served. We got the 2 huevitos right here. We got some cheese and then the chilaquiles. I kind of already know the calories for like cheese, eggs. It's pretty easy. You just plug it into MyFitnessPal and it already tells you for you. The chilaquiles, you kind of look it up as well, and there's a lot of options. I always like to overestimate because at the end of the day, I don't want to be like, oh, I think I ate this much and I ate way more. So I always overestimate. I don't really mind eating this many carbs right now just because I am running. You need carbs to fuel yourself and run, right? Obviously it shouldn't be from tortilla like every day, but you know, it's okay to treat yourself because I don't necessarily think I'm in a diet. I just think I'm in a caloric deficit, which is just eating less than what I burn. I'm trying to become like a hybrid athlete is what it's called. It's someone who lifts and then runs. Usually bodybuilders can't go up the stairs, and then runners, usually like real runners, can't even carry like 50 pounds, you know? So I'm trying to do both. There's this saying that I saw from a guy the other day. I'm trying to outrun the lifters and outlift the runners. I don't think I've ever said this out loud to anyone. I've said it to my wife, but like in general to other people, because it's like very daunting and intimidating thing to say. But one day I do want to become an Ironman. For those that don't know, no, it's not the superhero. It's this thing where you have to bicycle. So basically the Ironman is also known as a triathlon, which tri means 3. It's 3 events. The first event where you start off with is a swimming event. You have to swim like 2.2 miles. And guys, there's some people that can't even walk 2.2 miles like me at the beginning of this year. So imagine swimming, right? You get out from the lake or whatever, the ocean, and then you get on the bike, like cycling, and you have to cycle 112 miles, right? And then when you're done cycling, you have to run a marathon, which is 26.2 miles. Isn't that insane? How insane is that? But I love it, guys. I love it. If you were to see my YouTube Explorer page, my Instagram Explorer page, it's just a bunch of Ironman. It's Ironman, but obviously it's Iron Woman as well. You know, people that have completed this. It's considered one of the most challenging things in the world to do. If already 1% of the world has never even ran a marathon, imagine what the percentage is for an Ironman, you know? I'm just taking it a step at a time, guys. I'm anticipating that I can probably do an Ironman, like a full Ironman, probably like in 3 to 5 years. Like, let's be realistic. There is, oh my God, I can't believe I'm saying this stuff out loud because I feel like you guys are gonna, it's like you're gonna hold me accountable to it, or like, not that you guys will probably forget by the next week, but like in my head, I'm like, oh shit, I already said it, so they'll remember. I didn't know, but in our neighboring town, Boulder, Colorado, it's like big on events like that. There's a 70.3, also known as half an Ironman. So you swim 1.2 miles, you cycle 56 miles, and then you run half a marathon, which is 13.1 miles. And it was on Father's Day this last year, and I barely found out about it because obviously I'm getting into it newly. So I was like, you know what? A whole year to prepare for half an Ironman doesn't seem too unrealistic, you know? But the only challenge is it's not the cycling, it's not the running, it's the swimming. I don't know how to swim. So now my question to you guys is, I know this whole like really active fitness community is really small. I know a lot of you guys followed us for maybe like the Latino content, Hispanic content, family channel vibes, but if you guys would be interested in seeing my journey and like literally going from not knowing how to swim to like becoming an Ironman, let me know and I'll make like a different channel, kind of like Jonathan Trains, J&J Trains, something like that. J trains. Blanca would be in it as well, you know. As of right now, the next coming event I have is, well, we have, Blanca's still on the verge, but I think I'll convince her to do it. Is October 8th is our first half marathon, 13.1 miles. After the half marathon, I want to do obviously the full marathon, maybe like in December, find something like that, and then just train, learn how to swim, cycle more, buy a bike. They're really expensive, guys. Like cycling bikes are really expensive, so save up money for that. The thing that these YouTubers, they're athletes first and then YouTubers. I shouldn't be calling them YouTubers because they do that to show you. They're not like YouTubers, you know, they're real intense athletes. But the thing they say is that training for an Ironman, being an Ironman, a triathlete, is a very selfish sport, especially if you have kids and stuff. Number one, it's really expensive. I mean, a bike, guys, a new bike, like a good new cycling bike can be like $2,000 to $5,000. Obviously, I'm not buying a new one. I'm gonna get a used one on Facebook Marketplace or something like that. And those are still in the thousands, 800 to 1,000, 1,500 bucks. Depending on when I do the Ironman, if it's in summer, I don't think you need a swimsuit. You know, those are like super tight ones that make you look like a little seal. It depends on the day. Like if the temperature, I think, is below 50 degrees or something like that outside, you don't wear a swimsuit. But if it's under, then you do. Anyways, those are like another $600. And then running shoes throughout your like training period. I mean, a good pair of running shoes only gives you like 300 miles. So if you're training like every day, you're gonna go through running shoes like crazy. The helmet, the cycling shoes. I mean, there's so many things that make this sport really expensive. And then the time. There's no shortcutting these events, guys. You have to put in the hours. And it's something that these athletes say, you know, it takes up a lot of time. And it's a very selfish sport, you know what I mean? They say it's very rewarding. You guys want to know why I want to do this? It's actually really stupid and funny. Backstory. My favorite superhero is Iron Man. And at the end of the Iron Man race, when you're crossing the finish line, they say, "Jonathan Flores, you are an Iron Man." You know? So I always like, I want to hear that in my lifetime. That'd be crazy to hear that, you know? And then you obviously get a medal. A lot of people get the tattoo because I'm assuming it's like, if a marathon is 0.1% of the world, I can't even, or 1% of the world, I can't imagine what an Ironman is, you know, for people that have done it. So yeah, that was my little rant, guys. Let me know if you want me to make the separate YouTube channel. I feel like we already have 3 channels: Blanca's, J&J, and Spill the Beans. I also don't, like, I know a lot of you guys here aren't here for the fitness content. I've noticed that when I post a lot about fitness, you know, lifting, cardio, dieting on my Instagram, I start to lose followers, which is really sad because when I'm out partying in LA, Houston, Dallas, I get a lot of followers, like new followers. And then once they realize that whole drinking thing is just for one weekend, they kind of leave. They're like, "Oh, this guy's boring, you know? He's just a dad that likes to live a healthy lifestyle." And they leave. If you guys are watching this right now, I would appreciate if you would go follow my Instagram. I hit like 55.5K, and then right now I'm like at 55.1. Just because people, like, they follow you, they see how lit you are. You come back to your reality, because these events aren't every weekend. And then they're like, "Oh, just last week he was taking 30 shots in a row. Now he's running every morning. Like, I don't want to run, you know, or whatever." So finish my food. Now I'm going to make my protein shake and sit on the couch. Oh, shit. My handsome little man just woke up. So I'm going to go try to put him back to sleep. Okay guys, I went downstairs and I handed Franco over to his grandma because I noticed that he was going like this. And then I remembered that I have a bunch of hair from my haircut. So I think while he was napping, I got a lot of hair on him. So I'm gonna go shower. Alright guys, as you can tell, I just finished making the podcast thumbnail for this week. Today is Thursday, so I already went live on Spotify and Apple Music or podcast. Right now we are making the thumbnail for YouTube. I already uploaded it to YouTube. Thankfully that doesn't take too long. Our Wi-Fi is really good with that. For those that don't know, obviously we have a podcast, Spill the Beans podcast, and it goes up on audio Thursdays and then visual on YouTube on Fridays. This one's pretty funny. This one is titled, I think, Monster-in-Law Stories. So should be a good one. Franco just finished eating like a little snack. I think que le dieron sopita. Right now Blanca's gonna go across town to go pick up her sister from school. She's gonna be a freshman this year, so she's doing like a little jumpstart program, you know, to get kind of like situated and all that stuff. She's gonna go pick her up and then hopefully we can go on a run. I know you guys have been seeing a lot more of me lately, more than Blanca, but in all reality, I'm just learning and getting more comfortable with vlogging. She has her own channel. I know this is a couple's channel, but you know, I can have my moments too, I guess. That's what she says. So I'm just trying to vlog a little bit more and kind of get in the rhythm, because sometimes she'll be super busy with work and that doesn't allow us to vlog for J&J, and then we don't end up uploading for a long time. So I'm like, you know what, I kind of want to get you guys used to that. Instead of waiting for like Blanca to have time, or not to have time, but you know, maybe not have a lot of work a week and then wait to upload, I'm just gonna be knocking out a whole bunch of content for you guys and just show you a different perspective, maybe like behind the scenes of an influencer wife, and kind of give you the perspective of a dad, a husband, and this whole social media thing, which I still kind of consider myself to be kind of new. You know, I was just a garbage man just a few years ago, so I'm still learning a lot more, and the ins and outs. So yeah guys, bear with us while we kind of get our whole schedule. Summer is usually a more busy time for sponsorships and brand deals and just YouTube in general. So, and then on top of that, we have Vibe & Co that we're releasing something really special here soon. So if you're okay with seeing more of me and not so much of Blanca, just thumbs up the video. I see your guys' comments. You guys are so sweet. So thank you, thank you, thank you. It's a little bit later, a few hours later actually. Just wrapped up. Blanca and Franco ate some more food. I think they made ceviche de soy, if that's what it's called. Y luego, I just finished sending some pictures over and content from my videographer to my other videographer. No. Mira, nomás le aplastas una vez y mira lo que haces. Nomás una vez. Así que no le mueva, ¿ok? Finished my work, guys. Now I'm gonna meet them up at the park. Guys, it's so fun.
Hello guys, it is currently 5 p.m. No, what time is it? It is currently 5:35 p.m. and we are at the park getting Franco's energy out, because that's literally all that we do nowadays. After 5 p.m. we have to figure out what we're gonna do for the day to get his energy out. And today I have my mom and my sister here because Jonathan's not home working, so that's what we're doing. Mira pa, mano. Hola. Dale la mano. Párate. Me asusté. Magali, ayúdalo. Córrele, ven, mano. Ana le puso a mi mamá que no puede. Bye, Franco. Bye, Franco. Alright guys, before we head on our run, we're gonna do Franco's bedtime routine. Woo! Aplaude. I need a wipey because he has poop.
Mucha ropa.
Deadass. I use the Tom's Children Fluoride toothpaste. His pediatrician recommends the size of a grain of salt on the toothbrush end to just brush. Goodbye. Besito. Cute boy. Guys, guys, the craziest thing that I did without thinking about it was getting him used to going to sleep to me singing him 10 songs. Literally, like I sing. I sing him, vamos a jugar a los animales, los sonidos de los animales, sal de ahí chivita chivita, ¿cuál más? El caballo percherón, el ratón vaquero, la vaca Lola. So I literally have to rock him for like 10 minutes, and until I'm done singing the song, he'll go to sleep. It's okay because I love you. Alright guys, Franco's down for bed. He went down in like 10 minutes, so now we're getting ready to run. The weather is perfect and we have about 10 minutes before the sun goes down. So let's show you guys our running essentials. This isn't an essential, right? Like the brand of headphones, but headphones any type, definitely wear them. We do wear these on the non-noise canceling mode because, you know, to be aware of the surroundings, but these are amazing. And honestly, I love long sleeves because I just feel more compressed when I'm running, and I feel like it gives me a better form, but I could just be like, it's a placebo, you know? And my favorite running shorts are Nikes. These are great because they go down here so I don't really chafe. And the star of the show, my Hokas. I actually went to Fleet Feet and they measured my foot and they recommended the best shoe for me. So the best shoe for me to run is the Hoka Clifton 9s. No, the Hoka Clifton 8s. And I actually had to get a different, what is it, sole? I had to get a different sole for my feet. My left foot is longer than my right foot, so I need to get a different sole because I like the bounce, but I needed something that was more firm. And the guy taught me how to tie my shoes like this with the butterfly, runner's butterfly. So those are my essentials. But honestly, I would say the top most important thing is my Apple Watch, because this is how I stay motivated. I like to like finish my run and then see, oh, this is how many miles I completed today. So Apple Watch for sure, phone, headphones, and a title from Audible to listen to. As I mentioned previously, I'm listening to the Non-Runners Marathon Guide for Women. Get off your butt and on with your training. So hopefully I can run my half marathon in a timely manner.
Okay guys, for the gentlemen out there, pretty much the same thing. I don't care about long sleeves, but I do care about these shirts. I sweat profusely. What's the word?
A lot.
So these shirts really do come in handy. Right now we've been running at night, so there's no need for a hat or sunglasses, but those do come in handy. Just try to like reduce the fatigueness as much as you can. So sunglasses and hat. But for now we got the Apple Watch. Blanca didn't go into depth, but basically it's very important. Besides the motivation, it's important to track your progress, right? So it doesn't have to be an expensive Apple Watch. It can be just a Fitbit, right? Yeah. Or whatever type of, there's some really cheap ones out there for like $100 just to see your calories and your progress. Obviously you want to make progress throughout your running, you know, journey. And then finally shorts. These are a hack, guys. So Blanca bought me some like real Lululemons, but those were like what, $80? Yeah, basically it's the short and then the thing with a pocket, but those were $80 at Lululemon. So what did I do? I went on running TikTok and I found a hack, or a dupe actually, and these are from Amazon. You see it has 2 pockets. Lululemon only has 1. 2 pockets for your phone, because no one wants to be holding stuff when you're running. And these were 3 for $27, guys. What a steal if you ask me. And then finally shoes. I got the Saucony Endorphin Speed. Guys, freaking Saucony is the best running shoe ever. There's a saying that says Nike is a fashion brand that makes running shoes. Saucony is a running brand that makes running shoes. So I highly recommend. But anyways, guys, let's go.
And I am getting those for my birthday.
You want them?
Wow, I told you like 5.
Can you shake anymore? Okay guys, mile 1. How you feeling, babe?
Great.
We're training off our heart rate, our aerobic heart rate. So what you do is you do 180 minus your age, and that's what you should keep your heart rate at. So 155 for us. What that means is basically at that heart rate, you can run forever without getting tired. Even though it looks goofy like this, where speed walking would probably be faster, it's just a good way to train. Mile 2, we're hanging in there. Luckily, our neighborhood is pretty empty, so we can run on the street. I always would judge people that would run on the street. I'm like, when I would be driving, I'd be like, get on the sidewalk. Like, that's what it's for. But now I know why. Running on the street is so much easier on your knees than the sidewalk. And that was mile number 3, guys. 3 easy miles. I'll post the results right here. I already exited out of my watch, but basically we went slow and steady. 80% of your runs should be slow and steady, building that aerobic heart rate up. And then 20% should be like actually like going and trying your best, trying to break that mile PR or whatever your goal is. Because you don't want to run at 20% all the time. That's how you get hurt, okay? What you think, babe?
That was amazing. My biggest tip is get running shoes that are made for your feet. I was running the Hoka Bondi 8s or 7s, and those threw my knee out. And these, I don't even feel the run. So good shoes.
Biggest tip, if you're running your Air Maxes because they look athletic, no, trust me, as soon as you get running shoes, you're gonna run so much faster. But we're back home, and I think it's just time to unwind now, guys.